You know how the Deceit 2 crosshair goes away when you start running or moving? Well, on PC you can download Crosshair X to always have your crosshair in place, which will tremendously improve your fighting in Deceit 2. I compiled 30 Deceit 2 tips that you can use to win your next Deceit 2 game. When the game starts as infected or cursed, you should always check the roles in game. When checking the roles, you should focus on which roles to fake, but you should also remember which roles are in the game, because if there is, let's say, an observer in game, you want to do tasks at the start of the game to potentially clear yourself. Or if there's a seer in game, you want to avoid transforming in a group during the in-between so you don't get caught. This one is very important. If you see that there is a warden in game, you will want to avoid making risky moves. But if there is no warden in game, you can make risky moves. Like, for example, as infected, if it's about to be the in-between but you are low on HP, you can run up to a player that knows you're infected and have them down you, so you are at full HP when the in-between ends, and you don't have to waste one of your item slots on bandages. You can use height differences to get around faster. You can use the table to jump over the window in the lobby on Project Origin. You can jump at an angle over the railing on Millhaven and Manor to save a second when running away. And there's countless other height differences you can use, so just experiment around the map to understand how to effectively rotate around. Try to sweep around entrances or corners during the in-between so you don't run into players. Just slowly move around the corner so you are allowed more time to render what is in front of you. Even though it might be slower, it could save your life from being caught by the infected. Try saying out loud what players run past you. This allows you to be more focused on the game because you are actively thinking, which this has helped me figure out who the infected is numerous times. You could also do this with tasks to make sure you are focused on the game and you'll remember what to do before doing the task, which could help save you some time and help avoid stuttering. When the game ends, you should instantly leave. Do not get in pointless arguments because you know the level 2000 player who still doesn't know how to soul swap will not admit they messed up. So there's no point in arguing. So it's just better to instantly leave when the game ends to save your own sanity and avoid players leaving grudges on you. Even if you are trying to get clarifying information about the game, it is not worth it. Most players will not tell you how they knew it was you or how they found where you were hiding. So it's best just to use the information you already know instead of asking players for some information. On the same note, you should not hold grudges, but you should still remember how people play. What I mean by this is if you know someone is teaming, you shouldn't down them just for teaming, but you should remember that they are a teamer and target all of their friends back to back. Or if you know someone is a troll, but you're infected, you will want to keep them alive so they kill random people. Always save your bullets. Only use pistol ammo if you know you can vote someone out. I've said this before, but even if you know players are willing to vote someone, it's better to shoot when you absolutely know they're going to get voted out. For example, if someone hits an altar in front of you, but you guys are both on the opposite side of the map from the rest of the lobby, you can either A, leave them alone like nothing happened, or B, follow them until you run into a couple other players where you can then try to vote them out. This will allow you to save your pistol ammo and it'll be more likely that you'll vote the infected out. Utilize the mute button. If people are screaming in the in-between, you might need to pop the mute button so you can hear the infected in the in-between. And if the whole lobby is trolling, you can just keep the mute button on and play a more peaceful game. As the monkey/clown, you should instantly throw a box down on your infected teammate so you're able to use your ult. This allows you to more quickly catch a player right when the in-between starts. You should remember the most optimal way of doing a task. Like for the claw game, you should back out of the game right when your claw reaches the bottom. For the Millhaven kettle task, you can wait on the outside of the counter by the stairs so you can quickly leave after finishing the task. And for the asteroid blaster task, you should simply not do that annoying task. When the in-between is about to start, you should be completely away from players. It does not matter if players will think you are suspicious by leaving a group, because it would be worse if you stayed in the group, since the infected infected can instantly grab you, or players might think you transformed if the infected transforms near you. Spam the invis item when running away from the infected to mess up their perception. Just quickly use the invis and jump to the side to then stash the item and keep running. This works a lot for me, and the infected usually stutters or stops following me when I do this. If you absolutely need to scream who the infected is in the in-between, try only saying it once, since people are more likely to listen to you than someone who says it over and over again. But it all depends on your scenario. If you think someone is running from an altar, ping them, and if the altar is hit, ping the altar so that other players know they hit the altar, even if they are on the opposite side of the map. You cannot have a seer and observer in a game. So if someone claims the seer and another claims the observer, one of these players are lying or mistaken by their role. If the infected tries grabbing you but misses, don't run away. Instead, run through the infected. The infected does not have enough time to grab you again, and if you go past them, this would likely confuse them and have them waste time by turning around. I often do this when I invis bunny hop and the experiment or monkey misses the grab, and it works flawlessly. For my first free item, if I get an item that is rarely useful, like the smoke grenade or hammer of mending, I instantly stash the item back in the store. Doing this will allow you to focus on useful items so you don't have to worry about finding a use for that crappy item. If you want to talk to a player but you believe others are close by, you can crouch, and this will minimize the distance your mic is heard. This is useful for guardian protection or asking for rolls. Also, for guardian protection, you can equip the shield emote and use this emote to tell people that they are protected in private without uttering a single word. But only a few players know about this strategy, so you should rely on the other strategy if this does not work. As the Void Stalker, you can throw a bomb on any player you see in the in-between. If both infected are transformed, mark the players you threw a bomb on blue. This is a great way of figuring out who the infected is, since you can clear a lot of players in the in-between. You can then use this info to suss the infected out or to target the infected to get them out. The monkey is 8% slower than the human at their spawn in rate, but when they reach max bananas, they are 4% faster than the human, and when they use their ultimate go bananas, they are 8% faster than the human. So keep this in mind when you play the monkey, and remember to focus on getting bananas and not grabbing players. The daytime now lasts for 1 minute and 50 seconds instead of 1 minute and 45 seconds. If no altars have been activated or no players have died, the in-between time now lasts for 1 minute and 9 seconds if no altars have been activated. Doing an altar now adds 23 seconds to the in-between. As the Void Stalker, if a player has a low time with the Void Bomb and they are in a group, you can throw the bomb on this player, but then throw a gravity grenade so players can't leave that player and are unable to remove this bomb, which will likely lead to the whole group dying. This is a great way to get a quick win as the Void Stalker. Make sure to go follow my Twitch to see what tips I didn't put in this video and what tips I'm going to give you guys in the future.